Hey everybody, we're Rahul and Severe, co-founders of Flite. We've built an events management ecosystem that enhances the host experience. We live and breathe events hosting. Over the last 4 years, Severe and I have done over 80 events in New York, collaborating with all kinds of industry players. Our expertise has helped us grow really quickly to over 17,000 plus recurring users, over $600,000 in GMV, and $137,000 in revenue since our launch in September. We found that hosts spend about 70% of their time scrambling across apps, making bookings, managing payouts, and setting up communication channels for their team members, even before they could sell a single ticket. If we could reduce or even eliminate that, events would be selling out a lot faster and more often. Hence, we built Flite. Now, Flite solves all this by enabling hosts to streamline their operations on one platform. We help hosts make more money, save more hours, and reach more communities. Think back to the last concert you attended. You heard about it, bought a ticket, and had the time of your life. Your host, Gabe, however, was swamped, managing DJs, singers, venues, and legal teams to ensure a flawless experience for you. Let's take a look at how Flite helped him absolutely crush it. Flite's data tools are unrivaled. At a quick glance, Gabe can peek at the stats most important to him or take a deep dive into the details. He can onboard all of his stakeholders with contracts, analytics, and document storage all on platform. He can quickly retarget his customers with costless email and text marketing, and even retarget customers that may have abandoned their carts, leading to better conversion and thousands of dollars in recovered revenue. He can customize his outreach to exactly what he needs, filtering his audience with Flite's audience builder. Now, Gabe wants to rehire promoters and stakeholders with one fast and easy click, and he can do that in his My Team section. Finally, he can onboard absolutely anyone, equipping them with tracking links and automatic profit splits, having them sales ready in just seconds. Now, Gabe thinks the Jamaican community would love his upcoming event, but he struggles to reach them. He quickly navigates over to the promoter marketplace and finds Ugam, a veteran promoter with an audience of thousands around New York City. Gabe gives the profile a quick look over and sends Ugam a request offering him a 20% commission rate to sell tickets. Ugam accepts, immediately begins driving traffic to the listing, netting Gabe an additional $900 in sales. Now imagine if Gabe could find 5 Ugams. He can easily make an extra $4,500 by hiring them on Flite. We as humans have access to such a small number of communities. Flite's marketplace connects hosts to several new communities they didn't even know existed, and the proof is in the numbers. Our sales demos have been converting at an 82% rate, and of those, 90% of people come back to list their next event. Our take rate is only 15% on the end transaction, and we charge hosts absolutely nothing. We're the only company in the industry that's both infinitely customizable and also completely host-centric, and we're not only going after market leaders like Ticketmaster, but creating a whole new ecosystem that changes the way hosts build the foundations to their events. Now, last year, Ticketmaster alone made $16.7 billion in fee revenue. With just under a billion tickets sold every single year, there exists a massive opportunity to capture market share. We spent this year setting our foundations, next year on nationwide host and promoter base expansion, and carve a path to global presence and nine-figure revenue by 2028. Once again, we're Rahul and Severe, and this is our team, and we're introducing a whole new ecosystem for events. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Rahul. Gian, you're up next, please. Question for Rahul.
Um, or is there a type of event that you are particularly like focused on today, or that you're seeing a lot of uptick on today? And is there, and I guess the converse as well, are there types of events that this is not as suitable for?
All right. And how about you, John? Oh, Claire, will you raise your hand? Go ahead and want you want to answer the question. We'll get you on the next one, John.
Thank you. Yeah. So my question is, how would you recruit promoters and build a community? And specifically, do the promoter need to opt in and connect their social media in order for you to pull their stats?
All right. Those are great questions. You have 2 minutes for that, Rahul.
Awesome. Thank you guys for the questions. Jan, you first. In terms of what types of event that we're focused on, so Severe and I have a background in nightlife. We've been hosting events in New York City for the last 4 years. So we have connections and a network to tap into there. So we've begun our journey with nightlife, really focused on clubs, venues, DJ events, but we've seen a lot of incoming traffic and inbound requests for events outside of that space. Industries might include things like comedy clubs. We've seen dance competitions be taken on Flite, festivals, and also big concerts. The type of product that this is not really suitable for is more so maybe networking events, something more professional. That's something that's typically more on the side of like C-Event, or I'm sure you're familiar with Luma. Those are better companies for those kind of events. But we offer hosts a very, very white labeled platform to essentially build out the vibe that they're looking for to deliver for their events. And the biggest uptick that we're seeing right now is especially in the festivals and concert space. Especially once COVID really subsided, this space has actually absolutely exploded and it's growing at an almost 12% CAGR, which has been super impressive to see. And Claire, for your question, in terms of recruiting promoters and building a community, it's a chicken and the egg problem, right? You have both events and promoters. Who do you attract first? For us, it was very much a no-brainer. It was attracting the events. So having hosts on the platform, putting events through, is very, very, very easy for us. And then from there, we're able to actually go on campaigns and attract these promoters. So there's two ways in which we attract promoters. First of all, is through campus-based recruitment, for example. We are able to convert students by showing them they can make a couple extra dollars on a night out just by inviting their friends to their parties. And that's been really successful. And then secondly, there are existing promotional teams that all these hosts come with, that they are already working with. And currently they pay them out with Zelle, bank transfers, Venmos, or they will be communicating across different channels. We allow hosts to actually bring that team directly onto the platform, and that also populates our
Okay.
marketplace.